And we're in.
That is the most glum thing I've said to you before we've started ever. I
think it is. So it's now Wednesday when this episode's coming out. We're currently recording this on a Friday night, which I think it could be the first time we've ever done a Friday ever.
Or is it Friday night? Oh, it's Friday night. And
it's Friday night. And this is what we do on our Friday nights now, man. We get the content ready to get out for our beautiful companionship. I think this is going to be the toughest one because Fridays are, you get to Friday and everyone out there listening, no doubt, if they have any sort of job or whatever, are like, oh, it's Friday, I'm going to kick back. And not half an hour ago, I was fast asleep on the bed.
Were you?
Yeah. And I was feeling a little bit ropey, a little bit like, feel like something's coming, like your throat's a little sore. Just feel a little bit worn out, and then message you. Obviously, I was like, "Dude, are we recording tonight?" And it's like, "Here we are." So I'm gonna.
It's a pretty unfuckable move, really, on a Friday night, being like,
"What are you doing?"
No, I can't. I can't go to the restaurant. I've got to do my podcast. You know this.
It's so true. We got sponsors relying on us now. It adds a whole new element to things, but it's all good, man. I'm going to.
I just want to keep them going. It is entirely my fault. Oh, are you doing an advert already?
No, I'm just double dropping today. So this is I'm double dropping.
75 times 2, so that's 150. You've currently got 150.
Is it?
It's not. It's still 75. But
no,
you've got 2.
75 times 2 isn't 150. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, you're right. Telling you, man, it's Friday evening. This is going to be rough. I'll be honest. This is going to be tough.
So you're having AG1 on a Friday evening and then doing a podcast. So you're doing. This is
a little plug, but not really, because this is kind of like, we were talking about being low energy and stuff. This has become a bit of a thing that if I do feel a little bit low energy, I'll smash an AG1. I'm not shy. I'll smash an AG1.
Do you know, whilst we're talking about AG1s, we're coming in hot with an advert. We can't pretend this is just us plugging. But the fact is, both of us use it every day, and you double use it today.
Yeah,
so
I double use it when I feel a little bit run down. Yeah.
So on camera, I just watched you you have water really close to the top, and then you put the AG1
in.
I do actually. I put in like 60% of the water so I can shake it. So that's strange, violently. Isn't it? I think I might do it quite weird. I might be quite weird. And I think that's right. As possible.
Okay, I've not drank much water today, which isn't good for me, and that could be a lot of the reason why I don't feel optimized. Hence why I've just drank one of these and I've filled it back up basically, and then put the athletic greens in. So yeah, I think I'm just trying to get some fluid inside the old body.
Can I?
Sometimes, do you ever wonder why people listen to this?
Dave, you can't be negative that early in the. Look, okay. So I'm going to explain why we've got two grown-ups podcasting on a Friday night.
Please.
And you're drinking a nutrient drink. Okay, so it's actually my fault. My apologies, everyone.
Again.
I'm going away. Again.
It's rarely me, is it?
It is rarely you. But it's because you're good in your routine, whereas I'm not.
Nah, it's because you're excited and I'm not. Just here most days.
Well, to be honest, I haven't been away for a really long time since the GR5.
Nah, true.
Was the last time I went away.
What was that? November?
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, which for me, I know I sound like a prize.
It is your job though, mate. Like we always have to remember that, so it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, so I'm going away to Sicily with Deeks, which is very exciting. It's exactly what I feel like, and I've got a new bike. So I have loads of exciting things happening next week, and I'm really sorry to make you on a Friday night when you were probably had lined up some sort of like garage night, some sort of wine bar thing, maybe some trendy gallery opening, a theatre show. You were going to get dressed up.
I am dressed up. I've got the shirt on. Like, I'm ready to go, man.
You going to the wine bar after this?
No. I'll be going downstairs, making dinner.
So you got dressed up to do that? That's quite. Are you going to bed? Yeah.
No, I didn't get dressed up just to do that. I just thought I bought the shirt the other day, and I thought I ain't worn it yet. Well, I have worn it. I worn it once, but I was like, I'll put this on. Try and mix it up a little bit.
I like it. If you pair it up with a set of dark denims, then you'd look a bit like Jay Leno.
Ooh, it is a bit of a. Yeah, I would look at it like J-Lo. Yeah, you're right. It's more of a Steve McQueen vibe, I think. If I just shut.
You would say
it's a Western style shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Steve
You weren't
McQueen
going to
vibe.
say it's
Yeah.
more of a Keith Chegwin vibe, were you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
it would
right.
be the Steve McQueen vibe. We're all going for, aren't we?
Yes,
who's the closest to a modern day Steve McQueen?
Oh, that's a great question. Closest to a modern day Steve McQueen.
Ooh. Who would you say? It's very difficult because he was so cool.
Who is a modern day Steve McQueen? That's a great question, man. Straight away in my brain, Travis Pastrana came up, but it's not. That's not the guy.
He's not sexy, dude, is he? You know, like
no, he's not sexy, dude.
He's the man, but he's just not.
Yeah.
He's actually like.
And not many of them are like dirt bikey, are they? Yeah, not many of them are like dirt bike guys.
No,
off-road guys. Oh, mate, that's a great one. I wonder who is the modern day Steve. Let us know in the comment section if you can think who a modern day Steve McQueen could be.
Who would it be? Is there any Formula One drivers that are just sort of? But then they're Formula One drivers. It's
different.
What's the category?
Totally.
No, but the category is like James Dean. It's like a style
icon.
Icon, yeah. Who's a style icon?
Yeah.
You'd say Kanye would be like the closest thing to a modern day. Not
trendsetter. Not now.
But,
trendsetter rather than a trend follower. Yeah, definitely. I wonder if.
But it's not the same because it isn't the same. Because although Steve McQueen was in like big movies and stuff, it wasn't like. It was like he was cool without trying to be.
That's the thing, isn't it?
It's like effort.
Yeah, you've got
Kanye's
that. Yeah.
Like fucking tweeting shit and.
He's trying too hard. He's trying to like, Steve McQueen was cool in a white t-shirt and denim jeans.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah.
Kanye's cool in wearing a morph suit to some award ceremony and dating the girls with big asses. That sort of guy, cool.
Dude,
it's
we
different,
can
man.
work. We can work on this. Let's keep trying because I
Let's
think
try
we
and find
might get closer. I mean, Daniel Ricciardo's very cool. But he is really cool. He's not Steve McQueen, but he's very cool, isn't he? Because he's just like normal guy, nice attitude. I wouldn't say he's got the Steve McQueen kind of cool.
No, it's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's cool without trying to be cool. Whereas I think now, I guess like social media changes it because it's so like everything's posed for. Whereas he was usually probably just doing his life and shots make him look so cool without even trying. I'm going to
put one out there. Idris Elba.
Okay. Don't know who that is.
Do you not?
No.
That's going to make the whole sort of like podcasting and talking about it way harder.
Yeah, or you could just explain.
Well, okay, so by that I mean he does like select few. Actually, what am I talking about? He's just done like an advert for Booking.com or something, but he was set in line to be the next Bond, and he did. Look him up. You'll recognise him. I think,
I will
straight away.
Idris Elba. Idris, right?
Idris.
Cool name, that's for sure.
Elba.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia straight away. Good-looking dude. Yeah, good-looking bloke.
Strong-looking guy.
Yeah,
and he DJs, and he does like. He performed in The Wire. He's a
good-looking dude.
I mean, he's just sort of a bit of an all-rounder, and he's cool. It feels like he's cool without trying. Maybe I'm off. He's certainly not a Steve McQueen, but we're getting closer. I feel we're working our way closer. I feel like you would agree if you knew who the bloke was, but.
I just put in like who is a modern day Steve McQueen into Google.
Oh, well done. What did I think
yeah, I know, right? 5 actors who model Steve McQueen like in coolness. And what we've got here is we've got absolutely nothing. It's just a question someone's put and no one's responded to it. So that's tough. Mate, there's not much there.
I mean, being an actor isn't that cool. Like it's one of the coolest things as well. But actually, when you break it down and think about it objectively, it's someone who's good at pretending, and they're like artful at pretending, and they're. I'm not saying it's not cool. What I'm saying is, why was Steve McQueen so cool? Because actually, being an actor objectively is like crying, being able to like cry and pretend and like.
You know, also how, you know, like a lot of the cars that he drove was kind of iconic. But do you think they were iconic at that time? You know, like now we look back at, let's say, you know, a really old shape 911, and you go, wow, look at that, it's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Does an actor stood with a new, like, 911 give off the same vibe? So or do people look at it and go, that's really braggadocious, it's really over the top, it's filled with too much tech, you know? I wonder if it just gets, as it gets older, it gets cooler.
Was Steve McQueen cool in his time? Okay. He was the king of cool, a rock star on the screen, a bona fide bad boy from the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, he was cool.
It's funny, isn't it? You know, Emma and I went to a cafe at the weekend in Sheffield. There's a cafe in Sheffield, it's called Steam Yard. And it used to have tons of motorcycle memorabilia in there. On any Sunday stuff, on the walls, you know, the odd helmet, like piss pot helmet, and bike photos and this and that, and it's all gone. They've taken it all out apart from one on any Sunday photo, but still, I will go to that coffee shop just to see that on any Sunday poster on the wall. It's kind of sad, but that's, if anyone hasn't seen that who's listening to this, On Any Sunday is one of the first sort of motorcycle, sort of like a documentary, but kind of like a motorcycle movie. It's a beautiful watch. It's so cool. I can see you smiling away. What did you find?
It just makes me laugh. It's like I've just typed in modern day Steve McQueen. I just find it mad that there's not even a conversation on it.
No, there's not, is there? I think we're having the only one.
we're having the only conversation.
Yeah.
There's 5 actors who rival Steve McQueen in coolness. Shall we go through those?
Oh, what's that guy? Adam Levine? Is he kind of Steve McQueen-y?
Ooh, is that the Maroon 5 guy?
I think so.
Is it actually? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. He's kind of like, I don't know, kind of cool looking. He's tattooed up.
I tell you what, I feel like you and I are both going to not know half of these, but maybe other people listening to this will. So I'm going to go through them anyway. So this has been selected by a website, so I don't even know if it's a good source. I might end up scrolling through and there'd be something bad come up, so who knows. But number 1 is Michael Fassbender. So he played. Do you know who he is?
Fassbender. Yeah, I'm googling him at the same time.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude. Obviously, Irish actor, recipient of various accolades, including the Screen Actors Guild Award. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He was in Road to Le Mans, so he's obviously got that.
Okay,
thing in him, motorsporty. Yeah. Okay, I like that one. That's a good one, actually. That is a good one.
If I go through them and let's real time sort of decide whether they are actually as cool as Steve McQueen. Is that a good plan?
Yeah, Michael Fassbender. Oh, can we also just add an edit that no one's going to be as cool as Steve McQueen, but we're going to try and get somewhere.
You are quite right.
We're going to try and get in the ballpark, and I think Michael Fassbender is ballpark. He's almost there.
Okay, Michael Shannon.
Michaels? Michael Shannon.
Boardwalk Empire. I just feel like I'm revealing myself as a ostrich.
No, Michael Shannon isn't the guy. Unfortunately,
he's just not good looking enough, is he? I can appreciate that. You know, he's not like rough and ready or anything. He just looks like he could play. I don't know.
It looks like he plays a villain. He's in Bullet Train. Not heard of it.
He's in fifth place at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, solid 5. Yep. Who else we got?
Then we got
what's the next
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Nah.
Again, I feel so embarrassed. I don't know. I realise I don't know anything. I just am so immersed in bicycles. It's pathetic.
Yeah. Okay, so he played Doctor Strange. He was in Sherlock. Doesn't get anywhere close. He's not even in a ballpark of Steve McQueen. Right. Just move on.
I think now we're getting there.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling.
Ooh, good one.
He is cool. He's played cool characters. And not just he's played cool characters. They all seem to be around the same sort of vibe. And like...
Yeah.
There's that
he was in Drive,
as well, isn't there?
Blade Runner. Oh, he's in the Barbie movie, so obviously that makes him like super cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Barbie movie comes out later this year.
There you go.
So Notebook, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, he's probably ballparking.
I mean, do you know what? No, I'll carry on with the 5. I'm going to carry on with the 5.
Go on. Yeah.
Okay, next up, this is actually the last one. Matthew McConaughey. I mean, absolutely not. Have you seen his Instagram? Is one of the most cringe-worthy things ever. Okay, I'm deleting that.
He was great in Dallas Buyers Club. He was good in that. It's a good movie.
Good at acting,
but also,
you know? It's not one.
But also not the right guy. So, yeah.
I was gonna say, and I've forgotten his name. Neo.
Were you gonna say Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Because,
dude, that's telepathy.
There we go. We spent too much time talking to each other, haven't we? but he's got a motorcycle company or something. Keanu Reeves.
Correct.
I would say he's close. He's closer than a lot of those. Ryan Gosling's pretty cool.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves definitely. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I guess he's quite cool. It's a little bit.
But mainly for the biking stuff, like he's an avid motorcyclist. I'd say he's probably more a motorcyclist than an actor.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just a lot more Velcro and sort of like, you know, waterproof clobber and loads of bags strapped to his like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just a bit.
And like helmets with visors built in.
Yeah, exactly. Like moto helmets, but with the visor. Just stuff like. And then just doing crap wheelies as well. You know what I mean? He's not like doing his own stunts.
If you've got a Bluetooth device to speak to the guy behind you, you're nowhere near as cool as Steve McQueen.
True.
It's so true,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think there's a few on there, but
look at
Tom Hardy's pretty cool. Tom Hardy
is cool, yeah. I think. I wonder how many out of the people we've just talked about are 3 foot tall.
True. Why do you think actors are usually a lot smaller than what they look?
I could be completely wrong, but I feel like let's look at Tom Hardy height. I bet he's not.
Imagine if you met The Rock and he was like really small. It'd be very weird, wouldn't it?
I just think of them as like Tom Cruisey. Tom
Cruise
he's
is tiny.
1.7 meters. So 1.75 Tom Hardy is. I don't know what that is in feet.
No, I don't. Under 6 foot though, isn't it? I think.
Oh, it's 5'9", so that's the average. There you go.
Oh, there you go. So I guess I think, isn't it funny how you see these characters as like larger than life and just big personalities, but I guess when you actually meet them, you're like, oh, you're just a small dude, you know? I think it's just how you portray them in your mind that you'd meet them and you'd like look up to them. I guess that's why they say you look up to people. I don't know, but you'd look up to them, but really, I wonder where that phrase comes from. Why do they say you look up to people? That's weird.
I guess it all comes from the first people you look up to, who are your parents. I guess because you quite literally.
Nice.
Look up to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, maybe that is why. Mate. Interesting.
I don't know how we got here, and I don't know where we're going, but I've got a good watching this week.
Oh,
and it is a
thank God.
It is a good watching.
Come on, man. Drop some knowledge.
Really good watching. It's Netflix. So my watching this week. Let me look it up so I get it. Right. Okay. I think it's called Physical 100.
Oh, okay. Is this the game show?
It is indeed. So my watching this week is Physical 100. Now it's basically real life Squid Games, and it's Korean. That doesn't sound as exciting. So, what's so cool about it is that it's every different physique, gender, all up against each other, and it's like elite wrestlers, bodybuilders, strong men, and male and female. There's like guys that are just like fitness models. There's guys that are Olympians. There's fighters. So there's 100 of them, and they're basically the elite. So they're Korean elite athletes, and it is honestly really interesting. I won't give anything away, but the 2 bits I've watched so far. So it's an elimination thing, much like Squid Game. Yeah. But they have to do tasks based on physical tasks. So the first one that is almost like a seeding round. They literally just have to hang on a bar. They're not allowed to use their legs, so they just have to hang on a bar, and the floor opens up and they're above water, and then they're seeded just on hanging on a bar. So like,
tough.
it doesn't sound interesting, but I promise you, it's a really good watch, and it's really interesting to see who does what. Because you have like these guys, massive muscles, but obviously they're not. It's amazing how suited for each individual discipline, each body type is. It's really cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I will watch that. I did see it actually. I haven't really found much time to watch much stuff at the moment, but
Yeah.
I did see it and I thought that looks quite interesting. That is it subtitled? Because that'll put me off a little bit. I'll be honest. Okay, that's tough for me.
Yeah.
With with the reading and stuff. But yeah, okay. Now I'll give that a watch. I'll give that a go, and I'll come back and report back to you. Here's the thing. What element of biking do you think you are like? I hate the word better at, but I will use it. Better at than a large percentage of bikers around you. I've come up with a game show idea.
Really?
Well, I've got a name for it because it came to me then, and I was like, "That's amazing. How do we build this out?" So it'd be called 23 versus me, and it's like you like set the bar, and then everyone's got like maybe it's a long jump, right? 23 versus me. It's a long jump. You set the bar, and then other people have got to try and beat you.
That's really interesting. Because it's not a given that.
No.
I have no idea. I just have no idea. I think that I'm okay at biking. I don't know. I spend the whole time around people who are better than me. You have to. So I literally spend the whole time around people who are faster than me. Brendan is faster than me. Bernard is faster than me. Sam Reynolds is better than me at tricks. So it's like, and realistically probably faster than me. So but then they're not. It's not a fair comparison. They're very weird people.
Yeah, there's a game show in this for biking.
Yeah, I know that I know that I've got something on them.
Game show.
But I don't know what it would. I don't know what my strength would be. What would be your strength?
I wouldn't have one. I don't think.
Of course. Well, what are you best?
I think I could do okay in some sort of like manual thing.
All right. Yeah.
I feel like the back wheel stuff's okay for me. I feel like some sort of loves back wheel, speed, distance, hill, manual thing could work in my favour. I think I could give that a good shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I've no idea, but I'm just saying, like, what I think I could probably do okay at.
You put in a solid time on the hot seat racing, didn't you?
I don't know. The first day was okay. Second day was. I think by the second day, I don't know about you, but I was fucking worn out.
Yeah.
And I decided to go no knee pad day, which for me is just like I'm cruising.
Yeah.
The first day, give it a good shot. I think. I don't know. That'd be interesting. That'd be good to do some. I know there's been a few vlog things like that where it's a long jump or something, but it'd be good to test a bunch of people out and see what what people's strong points are and how you'd figure it out. Like who'd quit first on a like multi-lap enduro, for example. Like who'd be the first to tap out?
Yeah. Every time we've done like a GMBN challenge,
there
are obvious things that some people are way better at, and it is really interesting. Like really down to very like unique stuff, like really really like specific weird things people are way better at.
Yeah.
Like Brent's
the no brakes
weirdly
thing
good at
always
trials.
looks.
Oh
really?
Yeah, really weirdly good at trials, especially on an e-bike, because I feel like it's closer to motorbike trials maybe.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I thought I was really good at trials, but then I think I'll be better at mountain bike trials. I think I've got more experience mountain bike trial riding, so slow speed, like hopping around and being accurate.
Yeah. You see, I think I used to be okay at that, but then I got way worse at it.
Mountain bike Squid Games is a fascinating, like this, exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
Isn't it? There's something there with that, isn't there? Some sort of like multi-day, load of people, and you start off on a relatively easy challenge, like what's it, like a track stand challenge. That's how you get in. Okay, who's doing the track stand, and then you start getting a little bit more, I guess, not dangerous, let's say. So then it's like a long jump, right? You've got to get over a certain amount to get into the next stage, and that'd be so funny, man. I bet a bunch of people would roll up to do something like that.
Video, wouldn't it?
Yeah, start off with like 100 people. First come, first serve. If you're in the first 100, you're playing the game.
Oh, dude.
And then
that's the
pros in there.
Don't you wish the ride companion was just a million people the companionship was a million people bigger.
Yeah.
Because then we would actually be able to make these ideas come to life. I feel like this is like a conversation like Step Brothers. Dude,
mate,
if we move the beds,
it's
so
coming.
much more room for
coming.
sweet activities.
We're starting with a small studio, but man, like, you know what? Speaking of things, I put this in the closed Facebook group the other day. My watching has to be MrBeast's latest video, which is where he paid for 1,000 people to be able to see, and mate, it teared me up. Holy, it teared me up.
How do you mean?
I mean, so he paid for 1,000 people's eye surgery. So there's this surgery.
No
so
way.
Apparently 50% of blindness can be cured because it's purely that the retina gets this like glaze over it, and a surgeon can go in, they can put this injection in, suck out the stuff that's creating the glaze, and then recoat it. As you know, I'm not an eyesight expert. I'm not a surgeon. What's an eyesight expert called?
So how much? So is the reason that it isn't widely done? Is it because it's very expensive?
I think it's health insurance and stuff. So what he did, which was beautiful, is he paid for 1,000 people all over the world, and a lot of the ones in America. He went and he met the people, and dude, it was beautiful. There was people. There was a guy who wanted to be able to see so he could drive a car, and then not only did he pay for his eyesight, but then he just turns up in a new Tesla and was like, "I bought you a car." And then there was one where the guy basically was doing an eye test, and the text said, "You have won $10,000," and he couldn't read it. Did the surgery, bring him back. "Can you read it now?" And he's like, "I have won $10,000." Boom, 10 grand in his wallet, like in his pocket. Dude, it was beautiful.
So cool.
Like it's, and what I love about it is that it fires me the fuck up this, because it's just a guy who seems, from what I can see on any of the podcasts he's done, any of the stuff that he talks about, he's just a super down to earth young kid who has figured it out. He's just worked hundreds of thousands of hours figuring out algorithms, figuring out how to do it, and any money that he makes, he seems to genuinely reinvest it in making bigger videos.
Yeah.
And it's just like this snowball effect where everything he touches turns to fucking gold. Like, he's giving islands away, this guy. And I don't think he gets enough credit because he's young and he's a content creator and he's a YouTuber. The amount of philanthropy this guy's doing is off the scale. Like, it's off the scale. Anyone who works for him,
actually.
like, he basically creates like millionaires who work for him. He's like, they just gives them copious amounts of money just to enjoy like a nice life and stuff. Like, I don't think this guy gets enough credit. I think people look at him as just this content creator. He's getting tons of views, but that video, when I watched it, it had been out for a day and it had 65 million views.
And it's got a good message. It's got
and it's positive, all positive, dude.
Positive. Yeah,
it's not clickbait. It's just a positive thing. Like, fire me the hell up, dude, because it's just like, that is the knock-on effect of obviously hard work, but also that's what you can do with content creation. It's not just take and buy your own shit. It's like, he just gives stuff away. Like, it's so cool. Round of applause, MrBeast. It's super inspiring though, man. Yeah. You know, I know we've done certain things on little micro levels, but it does inspire you to be like, you know what, we could do more. Like, you can do more. You can help people. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to throw ideas out there because it's not the time and place, but that's just beautiful that he's doing that. Obviously, he is doing it for financial reward, but it's so dope to see that financial reward just goes right back into the circle and just helps someone else out. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Very cool.
Shout out MrBeast. Yeah, and it's
I'll be honest,
I don't know, it's just interesting.
Yeah, I've listened to his podcast with Rogan and I've never actually watched one of his videos, which is very
there you go. I think there's a lot of what would you call it? A lot of thought obviously goes into them. There's a lot of, you know, it's very it's very like, it'll catch your attention and keeps you hooked in. But that is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just worked it out. And what's cool about him, and I don't know if I'm off on this, but there's no secrets. It's not like he's doing something that he won't talk about. It's just like, this is what you do. You make good content. You post it at the right time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, there's no secrets. And I think people maybe think that about content creation. There's some sort of secret algorithm or whatever. I don't know, but it's not. It's just consistency. And have you seen all the videos he's done to himself that he's posted? So like 5 years ago, he started making these videos and he scheduled them on his YouTube channel to come out in the future, and it's basically him predicting where his channel will be at that point. So 5 years ago or whatever, he made this video saying that in 5 years time I want to have 10 million subscribers, but he's actually got 100 million, and this video comes out of him really young, and he's just sat there making a video to his camera.
That's pretty so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, just scheduling them for like 10 years ahead or whatever it is.
Cool, I wish my brain worked in that manner. You know, like
that's like you are manifesting the future. I think. I don't know if there's truth to that. It could go out to nobody, right? It could have been going out to nobody, but
there's
something in that stuff, man.
Yeah, he's fascinating because he talks openly about learning how to make stuff go viral. Like, I'm not necessarily interested in making stuff be the most. It sounds stupid, but it's probably why I'll never make it as a YouTuber. Is I'm not really interested in just making it be popular. You know. It's like it still has to be like real.
It still has to be authentic, and that's. I agree 100 with you, and I think he has done it in a way that it's still really authentic because he is that guy.
That's what he's interested in.
It doesn't look like It doesn't look like it's pretend. It's not like it's something he turns on to camera. It's just him being him, and that is extremely difficult to do, and probably even harder to maintain. But I don't know. Crazy, yeah. Shout out MrBeast, man. Like I said, I definitely didn't give him enough credit before I started watching any of his videos. I've watched 3 ever.
Yeah.
But that one got me pretty hard. I was like, holy shit, the power of content creation and just being a good dude and just putting out good things into the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So back to the actual video.
Yeah.
In humans, imagine how much of a big deal it is. I'm trying to find it right now. Like our sensory. I've got confused now. Okay, so sensory perception, I think, is the collection of words. Basically, what percentage of the information that goes to your brain, where it comes from? Like in humans, so as a comparison to make this make sense, in humans, we don't use smell as much as a dog does. So for a dog or a cat, if you have a really strong smell, that's overwhelming, just like if we had a really, really bright light. Like you can be overwhelmed by smell. It's actually relatively difficult by comparison for a human to be overwhelmed by smell. You can sit in a lift with a really strong perfume and put up with it, deal with it.
You're okay with it, yeah.
A cat, you watch a cat, if someone's got perfume on, the cat's just like, that, it's horrible. It's wants to get away, like it's overwhelming. So I think humans have a really large percentage of our sensory perception. I think it is sensory perception. It's not sensory reception. I don't know.
Okay.
I sound stupid now, but
no, not at all.
The information that goes in, loads of it is through light and through our eyes. So when people say like you go blind or the hard of the people that can't see well have better hearing. They literally do because they rely on it more, so they're better at listening, kind of thing. So imagine how much it'd be, how important that'd be to get your eyesight back. What an amazing thing!
It's a touching video. Yeah. Some people have literally, some of them have never seen, or they've seen like Blur for 10 years, and then. He's just paying for it. It's so good, man. And I don't know. I don't think the surgery is even expensive. It's not like he spent millions. I think it's not even that expensive.
Really? How sad?
Yeah. It is really, isn't it? It is.
It's sad because what a difference. You only live once, don't you? And if you just.
Yeah. There's one where this guy said, God, it's tough. But he said to him, what do you want to see first when you open your eyes? And he's like, I want to see my son. I've not seen my son for years.
Yeah.
And then obviously he got his son there. He opens his eyes, his son stood there. You're like, oh my God, like, you're not crying. Much. I am. Yeah. It's tough, dude. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice video.
Do you cry more now you're older?
No. I actually... Oh man, I get weirdly emotional about, like, just life in general, I think. I'm pretty honest about that these days. Yeah, just life in general just like makes me emotional because I just actually enjoy it. You know what? Actually, it's a good point because yesterday I had one of those days that yesterday wasn't a good day. And the reason yesterday wasn't a good day is because I just wasn't doing what I'd normally do in a day. I had to do something different. And it was something that just made me a little bit uncomfortable. It's really hard to explain. I'm not going to the depths of it, but it made me... it's hard to explain. I've set the bar pretty high for myself about, you know, what I like to do in my day. And I was saying this to my mum earlier. I went for a walk with my mum and we were chatting about this similar thing actually. And I was saying that I actually get down at night because the day's nearly over and I've enjoyed it too much. Like, I actually want to keep doing stuff. I want to be out, I want to ride, I want to like walk the dog and be outdoors.
Yeah.
And it gets to when it starts going dark, I'm like bummed out. I'm just like, fuck, like I want to keep going. What can I want to keep doing stuff. So yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I think as you get older as well, I think you get a little bit more like worrying about other people around you, like family around you, or empathy, definitely more empathetic as I've got older. Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, I'd say. So what about you? Would you say?
Yeah, fuck you. I'm pathetic. Like, if I just sit down on my own, watch, there's just a certain frequency of stuff that just gets me, you know? I could just sit down and think about certain things and it gets me. But I think a part of it is, it's sort of like there's some sort of death of your younger ego. I feel like as you get older, and because of that, it's like you just look at stuff so different. Like, I don't think
so true.
That much has changed since I was younger. But then when I actually think how I was fucking walking around like I was the shit, you know, and really, and
you're not ever
feel that
mindful of what's actually going on. I remember being young and just being in your own bubble. The only thing that mattered to me was biking, girls, drinking. That's it. Nothing. There was no real empathy for people around me or anything like that. And I think as I've got older, like I say, it's like an ego death, and then you start.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Really not taking things for granted and being like way more mindful. Like, I'll go out for a walk, and if it's a nice day, I'll just stop and just be like, wow, like this is so sick. I can't believe that I'm doing this today. You know, Lex Friedman posted a tweet about this the other day actually, which I think, sorry to interrupt you, but I think it summed it up really beautifully. And I favoured it, I think. Let me just try and find it real quick. Sorry, dude. Yeah.
No, but I think elements of your ego I feel like they're always there, or it's just yourself. I don't even really know what ego means, but I feel I know what it means, but I don't know if I know the actual definition, you know. But I think it has some tie to confidence and stuff. But there was some bullshit bit of my ego when I was younger that I've definitely lost now, and it's definitely.
I think there's a realization too of what makes you tick, and accept where you can accept this is okay and this is what makes me tick. Whether it is walking or biking, whatever it is, but you just accept it, and that's just what you want to do. And that, to me, is Lex Friedman put in a tweet. He put, "I'm watching the sunset, and I'm struck with the realization that I'm sat on a habitable planet, looking at a normal star that gave us some energy and somehow led to the origin of life, consciousness, and intelligence. How is any of this real?" And I read it. I was like, "That's so true. Like, how is any of this real? Like, it's so gnarly that." We shouldn't take any of this shit for granted.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
It is true, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautifully put by Lex Friedman.
It's mega. You could have been... Yeah. Who knows? You just... Yeah, I don't... It's actually too much, really, when you think about it.
It is. It is. Hey, speaking of that, I've started work on the Life Companion book.
Nice.
There's a little bit of a delay just because I wanted to figure a few things out with it.
Yeah.
Mainly, you know, if you're quoting people, do you have to pay them to use a quote or whatever? And it's a real grey area. If anyone actually can help me, because I'm still kind of struggling for the answer, but I think I found it. Because obviously, if you quote certain people, if they're alive, then you have got to contact them and ask if you can use this quote. But it's a real grey area because at the end of the day, a lot of it's just come out of the mouth. It's not written or published. And then you're also, you know, using quotes off people that are dead. Some people probably even never existed. Yeah. And I was just like a bit mindful of if I did this, even though I know it'd be, you know, minuscule scale, it's not going into Waterstones or anything, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like plagiarizing people's work and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's happening. I reckon in the next 2 weeks, especially when you're away. So we've not got the podcast next week, so I can crack on with that, and hopefully we'll have that thing live. I counted all of the quotes that I had in my phone that I make note of.
Yeah.
How many quotes do you think I had in my phone that I like?
I don't think you've got enough to do one a day.
You don't?
I wouldn't have said for a year. I don't reckon you got enough to do one a day. Am I correct?
No, I had 673 quotes.
Wow, I didn't know you were that much of a quote head. That is a lot, dude. Wow.
No, yeah. So yeah,
That's
got to
amazing.
narrow
Well
it down, get all the best ones together, put them in some sort of categories, and we'll figure something out.
Nice.
So, yeah. Should we go on?
I was just gonna. I just thought of. Okay, so what are you out of these two? Ask for permission or pray for forgiveness. I can't remember the actual. But what would you rather do out of those two things?
Pray for forgiveness.
Yeah, same. And I reckon it's like a personality type thing. I feel it's
depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, but if it's not something that's going to, hurt someone or you are
taking food. I was actually kind of just thinking like music rights or
yeah.
Or
No, you're
like
right. I think I am pray for forgiveness. There was something about that bothered me. I was just like, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure. But it's a really grey area. Like, it's super grey.
It
because it's like certain amount of... No. There's certain amounts of... If it's over a paragraph, it's different because then it's like plagiarism. If it's less than X amount of letters, it's different. It's a real minefield. But fingers crossed, I'm going to figure it out. And hey, we'll put it out and donate some money to charity. And it's all we can do, isn't it? You know, just
absolutely, yeah. Dude.
It is weird though. It is funny though with those quotes. It's very weird because I put one up the other day on Instagram and straight away people start messaging and like, oh, where'd you get that? What's that from? It's there's something there, and I just want to keep exploring it.
If you're a quote head, then
yeah,
that'd be a good T-shirt. Quote head. You could just put what's the quotation marks?
I don't know what they are.
Just quotation marks, not speech marks.
Quotation.
But you could put that and then it could just say head, and then that would be quote head. That could be the T-shirt. It's not really a clever idea, to be honest, Stephen. It's actually just a shit idea. But
should we do it? Comment below for a quote T-shirt.
It's not stopped us before, is it?
No, it hasn't. Actually, nice little plug. When this episode goes live, we're doing a little offer on the merch store, which you don't know about. So I'm gonna tell you about it.
Yeah, please.
So we're gonna do. You buy a beanie, and you're gonna get a free stem cap, just for the next 7 days. So we got a bunch of stem caps. Here's one I made earlier. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. It's the Ride Companion stem cap, taken from the Joe Rogan Experience logo. So buy a beanie, free stem cap. And that's it, and that's that. TheRideCompanion.co.uk.
Get your. I've got. I actually need one of those because I've got a new bike. I've got a new bike, and I'm revealing it. Maybe even by the time this is out, I might have the new bike build up on YouTube and a quick ride. I went for a quick ride as well. Yeah.
Nice. Hyped to see it, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
It's trick. It is trick.
Hyped, mate. Hyped. We need to bike content on the Ride Companion Instagram. We ain't got much on there at the moment.
We do.
It's just like, if you weren't into biking and you found this thing, you'd be like, who are these two guys?
I've got some bike. Yeah, you are right. I've got some bike porn coming your way, dude. Don't you worry about it. Yeah.
Good. Let's get some bike porn up for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Should we just do a quick ad break?
I'd love to.
And then we can get into some listener questions.
Please.
Ready?
I have a question for you, Davey.
Please, let me hear it.
Can you tell me what this sound is? I think you're going to know. I do think you're going to know. All right, you ready?
Oh, mate, that sounds like my worst nightmare. That sounds like unoptimized days in the future.
It's exactly that. Do you know what that represents to me? Is I'm not nutritionally complete. No, I don't have 75 of those vitamins, nutrients, and probiotics in my system. Prebiotics every day. I don't have them.
No, you're not. You're not. That's probably what your insides sound like a little bit too. They're just rattling around. They're not complete. They're not. It's not a complete nutrition package.
Exactly. I've run out of Athletic Greens AG1.
All right. Well,
what do I do?
Thankfully, I just got a little delivery just landed right now. Do you want me to show you a little bit of what you could get if you take advantage of our offer? I'll just give you a little.
Please. Can we let's do unboxing.
So here it is. This is what's going to land at the door if you take advantage of the Ride Companion offer.
Okay, so
that's looking like this.
That's an AG1 box. He's opening it up to our audio listeners.
Oh, there you go, mate. You're going to get a bag of Athletic Greens.
That lasts you a month, right?
Solid month, mate, yeah. You're going to get the shaker bottle, which is lovely. Really nice quality.
Very useful, yeah.
Yep. You're also going to get in there, which we don't have in this box, a tin, the metal one that you showed, and the lovely little metal spoon. That's dope.
Lovely, yeah. What else are our listeners going to get if they use our code?
Yep, you're going to get a year's supply of vitamin D3. It's just in a tincture, super easy to take. And then we're also going to throw in 5 free travel packs. And these are amazing, dude. I've been using these quite a bit, especially been out and about a little bit more recently on the road. I take the travel packs with me. You know, mate, you're in and out of hotels, you're traveling, you're not getting good quality food, you're not getting good quality nutrition. You rip the top off this, you pour it in either in your shaker or in a glass of water or whatever. There it is. 75 vitamins, minerals, nutrients, pre and probiotics. Just like that. It takes all of the guesswork out of supplementation.
It does. And there's no better way to start your day than with AG1. That's for sure. I've been taking it I've now run out. Yeah. Thankfully, I've got more on the way, but I've been taking it every single day since, and I really like it as part of my daily routine.
I think as well, dude, we're coming into a new year. It's something we've been discussing in the podcast of like making some new goals. And I think one of those goals potentially should be making sure that you're hitting those nutrition goals, right? I think
absolutely.
Maybe you're going to start biking more. You're going to try the streak challenge that we forgot to launch. I don't know. Yeah. But, you know, I think it's just a good one to kickstart the new year off with, man. Especially after, you know, you come out of Christmas as well. You've been eating terrible food, probably eating too much chocolate, drinking Corona, Disaronno, trying to make Dr. Pepper out of two things which obviously don't taste like Dr. Pepper. Why not make sure that you've got Athletic Greens in the cupboard and you're going to hit all of those nutrition profiles that you should really be having, right? Absolutely. Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth.
What does that normally look like? Normally that looks like a load of different pills, supplements, little bottles, jangling around in the cupboard. You've got to remember to take each one or reorder each one. With AG1, you just do one drink in the morning, one scoop, and you're done for the day.
Done.
So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, the Athletic Greens is going to give a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/ride companion. That's athleticgreens.com/ride companion.
That's right.
For your one-way stop to optimization. I stumbled on my words then. I'm not optimized.
You're not. You can tell that thing's run out. I'll be honest, you can tell it's run out. Me, I'm firing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My brain's got all the things it needs to be going. You know, I'm ready to go. I'm going to go for a bike ride after this, and that's all because I've been taking nutritional Athletic Greens. It's as simple as that.
There you go. Athletic Greens, AG1. Big thanks.
Big up.
And we're back.
Great ad break, that one.
That was a good one.
That was one of my favourites.
That was actually my favourite, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the best one. It's optimised. It's fun.
It's just the best one.
And it's just the best one.
It's the best one. Yeah.
All right, let's do some listener questions, mate. And
let's.
So also let's also tee up that we got a guest coming next week who is. Okay, I don't really know. We can't really say too much about it, but if you think... Okay, I'll just tee it up, though. Yeah. If you think that the news about the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup's been pretty big recently, wait till we're going to... There you go. Wait till we're going to... What? Wait to hear what we've got to say next week. It's going to be, I think, pretty big, man. I think we got some... Do
you actually know what it is? Do you know what the news is?
No, but I think the fact that... Oh, I don't know. How do we talk about it? I think the fact that we're delaying this episode again, to make sure that everything's in place, so we can even talk about what we're going to talk about.
But dude, you're bigging up. You don't even know. It might be the crappiest news ever. It might be that like.
Yeah, but this is what it is. This is the content creation thing. You just hook people in.
Is that really? Yeah, you're a car salesman. My approach
ask for forgiveness, right?
You're right. Maybe yeah. My approach would be, it might be interesting.
Mine is, it's bigger than the biggest news of the year so far. Yeah. It's huge. So it is actually going to be pretty big, I think. But hey, fingers crossed we get that one out next week for you folks. And that's why we haven't had a guest the last 2 episodes when we thought we'd have a guest. It's because we've been waiting for this. Right.
We've been blown out, actually. Have you ever been blown out on a date? Or done any blowing out on it? Not blown. No, I didn't mean that. Start again. And start again. Okay. Have you ever gone to a date and they haven't turned up? Or have you ever left a date? No blowouts. I don't know what that means even. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think of an example, but my brain from like that era of my life when I was doing the dating game is pretty mashed up. There's a lot of vodka and a lot of different people, let's say. Okay. You know, coming in and out of my bedroom stuff.
Play on, player. Say no more.
Yeah, I can't think of a time though where I've like been stood up on a date, dude. I'll be honest with you. I really can't think of one.
Dude,
I mean, who'd stand me up?
I'm so pathetic at these.
You've been stood up a lot, right?
No, I'm so pathetic. I just have I'm so pathetic at these stories. But what I can do is repeat my friend's story.
Oh, please.
The other day, he told me this story the other day, and it's pretty unbelievable. And I'd like to know what your. Well, it's not unbelievable actually at all. See, it's rubbed off on me.
It is believable.
Okay. Yeah. He was on a date. This was a second date. I'm not going to name his name because this is an embarrassing story. But he was on a second date, and this date, the girl really liked him. He's kind of into her at this point.
Yeah.
And they're having a double date, so he gets to meet her friend and her friend's boyfriend.
Oh, and obviously just to add, they were always awkward whenever I've done one of those, and they're like, "Oh, bring a friend," and you bring a friend, and then the other person's like, "Why have you bring this fucking moron?" You know what I mean? Like, and it just makes it awkward.
And you feel like you're under analysis. It's like I'm actually like the thought of that is actually terrifying. The girls talking together and.
Yeah, you go. Should we go to the bathroom? You're like, I know what they're saying.
And you're left with this bloody Colin, you know, you're left at the table with him and he's just drying you up. Anyway, so he's gone and done a date. It's all going well. He likes the girl, blah, blah, blah. He's gone to the toilet. He's whistling away at the urinal, zipped up his trousers, and he's done a proper job. His knob is completely in the flies to the point where all the blood's drained from his face. He's like, he actually feels so ill. He was stuck in there for ages trying to get it down. He said it was the worst he's ever done it, you know. It was halfway up the zip. It was a good amount out.
You mean he's done it more? I've never done it. Have you done it?
I've caught my... Yeah, I have done it. I've caught my knob in flies before, yeah.
Wow, I always go over the gate.
Over the top? There you go. I normally go at the bottom of the trouser leg. But anyway, so he's caught... So then he's slowly... pulled the zip down, really painful, a lot of blood. This is like serious. He's really done a proper job.
This is a film, actually.
I know, isn't it? And especially if you knew the dude, he's like a cartoon. He's one of the funniest guys. So then he's gone back to the table and he's in right. So his way of dealing with it, was just to go. Oh, I'm gonna have to go home. I've got a really bad stomach. He'd already ordered the food. So, and all that means, like, what is worse out of the two things? So that just means that you've got diarrhea, which is embarrassing in itself. Like, I would have just gone with, I said to him, I would have gone with the truth, dude. I got my knob caught in flies.
Make fun out of it, for sure.
And I'd be like, I'm bleeding a lot. This is not funny. And then we all would have laughed. And I probably would have sat down. I probably would have had my meal. It would have been fine. I would have forgotten about it. Lost a fair bit of blood into my pants, but I would have forgotten about it eventually. Instead, he went with the diarrhea route.
and walked home like John Wayne.
No. He got her to drop him back. And he didn't even tell her in the car. He never heard from her again, ever. That was the relationship, full stop, just right there.
Game over.
What would you have done in
Wow.
that situation? It's in the flies. You've pulled the flies back down, got it out.
I'm a pretty shy person, man.
So
like, I don't know if I'd have been honest. I don't know if I'd have been honest about it in that situation. I might not have gone with the...
Diarrhea.
I might not have gone with the upset stomach. There's got to be something else. I'd rather have gone with the emergency, like, I've just had a call. My dad's got his dick stuck in the zipper. I'm going to have to go.
I've got a friend, all right, guys.
You're not going to believe this, but...
You would have gone with that, yeah.
I don't think I'd... Diarrhea's a tough one.
Diarrhea, I would have been like... That's way worse for me. That's
all
like,
you'd think is, just shitty bottom all the time, right? That's all that you'd think that she's got. It's like when you... Okay, it's not the same, but it's kind of the same. It's like have you ever gone to the shop and the only thing you buy is toilet roll and you worry about what people think?
I know exactly what you mean. I
have to buy something else.
You want to be like...
I can't just buy...
You want to be like, oh, it's not for me.
Exactly. Or I'm not desperate for a shit at this exact moment that I'm in here.
Mate,
emergency toilet roll
buying condoms when I was younger. And just like...
tough.
And right then, it wasn't a given that they were even going to get used. They probably end up a poshy, you know? But like, purchasing them was not a gangster feeling for me. I did not feel cool. I felt pathetic. I
tell you what we did.
Pathetic.
Me and a friend, we saw or heard somewhere that if you fried a condom, you could fit it over a phone box. So we fried a condom in my mum's house. And it smelled so bad, dude. So bad. It was so bad.
What
the
do
smoke.
You mean it would fit over a phone box? What do you mean?
Oh, man.
And of course, it didn't work.
I forgot about that. Dude, of course we just like smoked the house out and there's like, what's the stuff called in the end? I don't know what it's called. It's disgusting. It's called fried. You shouldn't use it first. Use it and then fry it.
You just said frying ejaculate. This is awful. This has gone really wrong. We haven't even got to listener questions.
Wow. I'm just Googling it there, man. Because where did that rumour come from? That's so funny.
That came from one bloke. Like, if you followed back the chain of the rumour, it came from one bloke and he...
Someone at school, probably. Someone at school. Yeah. Someone at school was like... we've obviously got it wrong because if you Google it, it says if you boil a condom, it becomes stretchy enough to fit over the top of a telephone box.
Oh, so
there you go.
You actually can... and
that's what it says.
And it's real? This is worth a YouTube.
This is... Okay.
Hey, I'll tell you what, dude. I have to get custom ones and they pretty much fit over a phone box as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, an iPhone box.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I've got a topic actually. I've got a topic.
God, let's get off this one, please.
I have to, and this isn't... I feel like I'm treading a real fine line here. Because this is something... I don't find this funny, but I find this hysterical at the same time. Okay? Oh, I shouldn't have brought this up. Do you know, as you say it, you know that you're like about to cancel yourself. Okay, so... Emily Attack did a... we can always edit it out. Emily Attack, I think she's called. She did a documentary on... basically, it's not funny, but because it is horrible. But she's a famous actress in... Actor. Sorry. Okay. I'm really, really burying myself.
Oh, she was in The In-Betweeners.
The In-Betweeners. Yeah. She's Charlotte Big Jugs.
There you go.
So she was a young star and obviously very famous, and she had has a big social media following. She said, right, get this, right? This whole she's done a whole documentary about this. This is a whole documentary. She says she gets 200 dick pics a day. Can you?
That's awful.
Okay, so that's awful and it's not funny. But can you imagine her going through like, oh, that's disgusting, a dick pic. Scroll down to the next one. Click on it. Oh, that's disgusting, another dick pic. Right, I'm getting down to the next one. Imagine her doing that 200 times. Just stop looking at them. You don't know these people. You don't have to look at them. I know it's horrible and I know it's weird.
And how does she know there's 200?
I can honestly say, and I'm doing this on a podcast and this is my voice and this is me, I haven't sent one of those pictures ever in my life. And it's actually one of the last parts of my body that I would like to send a picture, especially not to someone with 1.5 million followers. Because then the power is very much in their hands.
Oh, it's in their hands, yeah.
Whispering a secret to someone on stage at Wembley. I wouldn't do it. What are you doing? And I'll tell you what, for all of the big piece jokes we do, it's not a part of my body that I really feel the need to take a picture of in the first place.
Absolutely
I couldn't believe
not.
that it's that much of a thing. I would love to hear from people. If you're on the market right now, is that a thing that people do? Surely from our female audience, surely it's not something that you're like hyped on.
I mean, obviously, you
have I gone to a difficult level of chat here? Or what are you doing right now?
I googled funniest dick pics, but don't do it. It's disgusting.
They're not. It's a weird thing, though, isn't it? It's a modern phenomenon, right?
I was hoping that funniest meant like, I don't know what I was hoping for actually. You know, like there's a dick pic and then the mum's in the background coming through the door. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. That'd be kind of funny to see. But absolutely never done it, mate. No. Would never do it. I remember Snapchat was a thing, but
okay, yeah.
There was some stuff went down on Snapchat that I would hate to see the light of day, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
There was a few of me and a few friends that were trying to outdo each other all the time, you know, with the Snapchat thing, who could do the most disgusting thing. And
never had Snapchat, What was the predecessor
it was bad.
to the
and then
dick
you'd see someone had screenshot it and you're like, oh no, where's that going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
What was the predecessor to the dick pic? Do you reckon it was a business? You used to get little business cards printed up with a Kodak of your genitalia on there.
It's a photocopy, I think, wasn't it?
Imagine that. Someone's at the bar. I mean, this is what's not funny about the dick pics. There's a beautiful. There's another person at the bar that you're attracted to. The version of it in real life is you walking up with a picture of your genitalia and being like, "Huh? Have a look at that. What do you reckon of that?"
I think it's flashing. Maybe that's the first one. Isn't it?
It'd be pretty cool to do it in real life. We could do it like business cards and then just a little number on the back, a little winky face emoji. Huh? What do you reckon of that? What do you say to that?
Into it?
Not bad, is it?
Want to see it in action?
You're going to keep that, aren't you?
Fucking
very
hell.
Strange.
You know what, it reminds me of something. We do listener questions, but this did remind me of something I've just got to get off my brain, because I don't know if we spoke about this on the other episode, but I had an epiphany the other day, and it's kind of like the dick pic, because I was sat in the living room and our front door is also in the living room.
Yeah.
And a takeaway menu just came through the door, really aggressive, as in someone had just run and like punched it through the door.
Yeah.
And I had this epiphany, and I was like, I don't want it. Why are you just posting it through my door? Why? How did we get to that point where you can just post anything through someone's door? Imagine if you're walking down the road and someone was just like, here. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it in my house. I don't want to order from your shitty takeaway.
How about this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Similar
want
to
letters.
a dick pic, right?
What letters do you want? They're bills. I don't want them. I'm going to fill my letterbox. I'm just going to put a bit of ply over
and then
it.
set fire to it and then do it again.
No, I was
next
just
month.
No, you are right. It's very annoying. It is really annoying that has become a thing. And I can't imagine when it would work. It's the same as a dick pic, actually.
Exactly.
I cannot imagine.
No one has ever posted a menu through my door and I've gone, I really want to eat from there.
Fucking hell, look at that. Yeah.
Exactly. Look at that doner kebab.
They don't, do they? Oh, they don't, do they? George, come over here. They do a lamb one.
And it looks like a Photoshop image. It's so nice.
We've got to go down it. Maybe people do.
How
maybe
fresh
there's
the salad
sort
is.
of low vibration people that are just like, they're just there in their house, sort of like not thinking about anything, and then the menu comes through the door, and then they're like, oh, now I'm thinking about kebabs, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, I was going to read the paper, but instead I'm going to read this kebab menu.
Yeah, we should target those people to listen to the podcast, to be honest with you.
They'd be
very
perfect.
impressionable. All our adverts would be a right hit.
Oh, man. All right, let's do some listener cues, and then we said we were doing a 60-minute special, and we're already over it.
We're just tickling a 60, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we're just tickling a 60.
Let's do quick fire listener questions. This isn't even a listener question episode. I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, we didn't do any. Okay, Francis D. Heading to Madeira in March, what is a must when biking?
Oh, Free Ride Madeira. You have to work with them. They make all the trails. Free Ride Madeira will give you the best tour. If I was you, the first thing I'd put on that list, or it'd be one of the biggest moments of your week, would be to do the EWS trail. It goes on the cliff edge. That's a very famous one. And to do the gully track. That you have to mission to down Nevadas through tunnels. It's a long way, but when you get there, it's worth it. There's nothing like the gully track, the bobsleigh run. Check out A Dog's Life. Me and Brendan in Madeira. There's a bit more of a overview of what there is to do on the island. Click the link right
above.
here.
Right above.
We're making clips, son.
We're trying. Millsy469. When is the next ride day? Defo want to come next time. Can you do one at Forest of Dean? We've done one at Forest of Dean.
We did a Christmas ride at Forest of Dean.
We did a Christmas ride at Forest of Dean.
We've done Rogate.
Yeah, we're working on something.
We've done
maybe
3 Rogates now. We've done a Forest of Dean. We've done a Bike Park
Wales. Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at something maybe in spring, but we'll see. You're busy.
Something in spring, yeah, maybe. But
oh yeah, and that. Maybe. All right.
Hey, the only way you're going to keep up to date is you just got to keep downloading these episodes and sitting through them.
Yeah, just keep putting yourself through it. It's great,
and
man.
You never know, you might learn some things. I don't know if there will. I don't know if I've just cancelled myself actually when we were talking about the dick pics. I don't think I did I?
No.
You got what I was laughing at about it.
Yeah.
You have to explain context sometimes, don't you? Yeah. No, I'm all right.
That's fine. Yeah. JPW UK 86. Has moving the YouTube release time for evenings helped with views? JPW UK 86, a great question. I don't think so. It's not really about views. It's mainly that is to buy us more time when we are working from another location. That's the reason. That gives us an extra day to get the episode ready. Because believe it or not, a lot of time goes into this thing behind the scenes. Shout out the editing team.
The editing team who still for some reason we haven't actually introduced. We need to do it in person. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's all coming. Just bear with us. Nothing happens fast.
When I'm
involved. That's good.
When
when Olly's involved. Yeah, that's a great
shit t-shirt idea before you say it. Next question.
Yeah. Kyle Gibbo Gibbs. It'd just be a blank t-shirt. Kyle Gibbo Gibbs. Unlimited budget. Where are you building a house? What style of house? That's a great question. I'm going mountains, log cabin. Every time.
It's hard not to, but I have to do something different to you. Now that you've said that.
See, I got it in there
first, yeah.
I mean, actually, if I was genuinely had unlimited budget, I would actually build a container home because I really like the look of them. And although it's not an expensive thing, it's the land that's expensive because you can't mortgage land. So I'd go container home, mountains, near a lake. Yeah, all good. Don't know where. Scotland, maybe.
Scotland. Money's no object. And you've got a shipping container in Scotland. Bruv, you're mad.
We don't want much in the north, mate. Just get me out of here.
You can get one of them now. You can get... I've got land in Scotland. Mate... A rusty shipping container in his
caravan.
He's chuffed to
caravan
getting
in Stoke.
Bitten by midges. Flooded out. He's got trench foot. Chuffed to nuts.
All right, I forgot about the anywhere in the world bit. Okay, I forgot about that bit.
Scotland.
Holy shit! All right, I don't know. Bali shipping containers, red hot in a shipping container in Bali, eh?
Yeah.
What even is this?
Brilliant.
What even is it?
I'd probably go with.
Mate.
I'm trying to think of something really cool. I want it to be Bond villain-esque, so I'm thinking like James Bond Island in Thailand. Yeah, James. I'm just trying so hard not to do the accent. I'm trying so hard not to do it, and it's not. It's because I've been to Thailand and I've gone to James Bond Island. Nearly did the accent then, and it's just the way that people. It's the way that it's advertised. So
yeah.
Oh, I'm really, really trying not to. I want to so much. I wish you could. I really like.
We can bleep it out. No, we can't bleep it out.
No, we can't bleep it out.
Let's move on.
Yeah, quickly.
Dan Ackley, what's your go-to speed food? What's your go-to speed food? Like going out in 20 minutes and need to eat.
You're going to be better than this because I can tell you mine and it's pathetic.
Oh no, yours will be pathetic.
Yeah,
I'm going to go 20 minutes. I'm going out. I'm going to make avocado on toast and I'm going to hit a protein shake.
Nice.
Peak subs.
Yeah, dude. I tell you what, half of yours is exactly the same as me. I have a Peak Supplements protein shake, and I'll tell you what I have. It's quite cute though. I have a mushroom, and I pull out the stalk, and it turns into a little cup. And then the mushroom, I don't cook it, but I put salad cream into the little hole in the middle, and I have a tasty snack. I had one just before I came here, actually. A tasty little mushroomy snack. Ooh.
You don't do that really,
I
do
do
you?
that nearly every day. I'm terrible with food. I've got worse. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay. Lewis Craig. After Davy's trolley coin life hack a few weeks back, are you missing a merch opportunity? Custom pound coin? Maybe. What was my life hack with the shopping trolleys? I can't even remember it.
You always keep one of the sports things with you. Was that what it was?
Yeah, I always keep one of those coins with me. Yeah, I think that's what it was. If it's not, then I forgot it. It's not much of a life hack, so I forgot about it. Yeah, we could do a custom trolley coin. That'd be the worst merch, but it'd be kind of funny. Or you could buy a stem cap.
Think how much crap merch we've come up with.
Buy a stem cap.
This is the crap merch episode.
And have it.
Quote head t-shirt.
Crap merch.
A blank t-shirt that's like, this is what Olly does to stuff. And a trolley coin. And a dick pic business card. This is ridiculous.
And a fried condom.
Oh, a fried condom
okay.
With ejaculate in it. Oh, man.
Sheardy, have you ever been added to any WhatsApp groups by mistake but stayed in them? That's a great one. I haven't, but I have been getting the same text off a number for about 6 years saying Merry Christmas every year, and it's a really long message about how the year's been, and every year I just reply back one word and it just says thanks. Every year. Oh, I'll find it and screenshot it and post it because that is funny. Yeah, every year it's like a full breakdown of we've been here, the kids are doing this. It's like a full essay, and I just write thanks every year.
Do you know the people? That used to be a thing, didn't it? The Christmas card, but like Daniel's doing really well. He's specialising in physics. A little Archie, he's actually taken. He's got a bit. It turns out he's a bit of a talented tennis player. So anyway, we went to holiday to Bognor Regis in the summer, and Susie is doing her ballet recital next summer. She should graduate. So
yeah, everyone is.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie's blah blah blah. Paedophile, all the stuff.
This is what we did.
And then I just write back.
The bad one. Yeah.
Thanks every year. Oh, that is man. Good. That is good.
I like that. I got put in an
me.
Indonesian film once, so I can't read literally one thing that they. It must be they think I'm a different Olly. There's obviously a different Olly, and they put me in there, and I take myself out, and then it put me straight back in, and it's just like I can't have WhatsApp groups ever, and no notification on any WhatsApp group comes through for me.
No,
I have to have it all turned off because it's ridiculous.
I have it all turned off.
Yeah,
and we're in a lot. We're in quite a few together. I think.
So many.
I'm pretty bad. I am pretty bad for the messaging thing though. I don't like not reply to messages ever. Had this conversation last night that some people. This is funny. I had a friend over for dinner. No, I had a friend. Can't tell a story. Oh, it's bad.
Next question. Can you? No.
Okay.
No, you can't.
No, I can't. It's just bad. It's bad.
Did he get his foreskin caught in his trousers and then fucking leave?
It's almost as bad.
Right.
Matty Baker, 1985. What's your petty rage?
Can you
like something that small that pisses you off?
Small that pisses me off. Is that what it is? Yeah. I'd never heard that term before.
I haven't. I've never heard petty rage, but I'm going to take a guess. That's what it is. Petty rage, like small. It's petty. Just like, but it pisses you off.
So that we can just like, pet. I get yeah.
That's got to be that, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can think of a few things that piss me off. I don't know if they're any good. Can you?
No.
You can't think of any. Okay.
Friday podcast.
I've got a good one. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I don't know whether I'm on some sort of spectrum, but a chair you sit on, you don't put things on it. You sit on it. If a chair has things on, it's no longer useful. All it is a thing. All it is those things hovering in an annoying way. You can't use it for its purpose. A bed.
That's nice.
You can't put things on a bed. Do you know what I mean?
That's really good. That's really good.
The fuck out of me. And I'm really bad with work surfaces. I'd like them to be sort of clear so that you can use them, and then you put the things back in the places. So anyway, George put a bag on the chair. I mean, I understand it's not out of order behaviour, and I know that I'm weird here, by the way. But I sat on her bag, and it had a banana in. So it was just like that. So it was like, yep, there we go. I was right.
There you go.
I was right. You shouldn't have put things on the chair. So that's and I know it's stupid, by the way. Pathetic.
Bums, not bananas on chairs, isn't it? That's what they say.
Yeah. You got anything like that?
Nah, I think an unmade bed in the morning will piss me off.
Yeah.
Like, that's petty. Yeah. It's just like, the bed should always be made. Should always be like pulled at the sides, nice and sharp, right? Crumbs from toasters. Oh, that's a petty rage of mine. I hate crumbs. We've got black work surfaces, and every crumb you can see, it's like, just wipe it off. This feels like we're both just going to have a little dig at our partner here.
I feel
we have
like
another one?
As you were talking, I was thinking exactly that. I was thinking...
So the other one that I've got is a car parked on the drive that isn't straight. If you're pulling on the drive, pull on the drive straight. Reverse on, look neat. Yeah, it's kind of military, our house.
No, but I'm with you. Just put stuff where it should go, and it makes life easier. I'm not actually that uptight, but it's just like when it's not practical, it really annoys me.
The hair from hairbrushes. Yeah.
It's not nothing living with someone, is it?
Apparently not. Let us know in the comments. What's your petty rage? That'll make great reading for people.
Yeah.
Your petty rage.
Or
comment below.
Like petty rage, or just bitch about your partner. You know, it's
sort
of the
use it as
opportunity to do that. What does your partner do?
Yeah.
That really irritates you.
That's good. We'll do a couple more, shall we?
Let's do it. I look like a
okay, it's a great one. This is for you.
I've been having fires. I absolutely stink of fire. You know when it gets right
really?
in? Yeah, I've been having fires. I've got an incinerator. I've been burning a lot of stuff. And
what have you burned? Like what sort of stuff?
Just plastic. No, I'm joking.
Condoms.
I've just been frying Johnny's, dude.
No, trying to get it over the garage.
Yeah, exactly. All building waste. Like I did a flat roof the other day on my house.
Nice.
Made it into it's a wubber roof now. It's a wubber roof.
Okay, yeah.
And a load of the timber underneath was rotten. It had been leaking, so I've just burnt all of that. Basically, it's useless timber.
Nice.
Nice. There you go. I don't know where we're going with that. I stink of fire.
No.
Next.
GC Reg 04 Ollie.
Yeah.
It's for you.
That's me, yeah.
Are your Kima vertical racks good for long drives? 100-kilometre-mile-an-hour roads and rough 4x4 tracks?
Well, I tell you what. Two of those I can't tell you that the Yakima hangover rack is good for. A long drive, count me out, dude. I'm not doing it in the G. The G goes 50 miles an hour, dog. I love that car. I want to keep it. I want to drive it to the shops. I want to chill out in it. I want to go to... I live a local life. I'm a simple person. Next question was 100 kilometers an hour. It doesn't go that fast. It doesn't go that far. It doesn't go that fast. So I can't tell you. Maybe it whistles. I don't know. Yeah. Does it go down rough, bumpy tracks? I can tell you it does, my friend. I can tell you it does, and it handles it without a problem. It's got a 2-inch receiver rack. It's a receiver hitch. So in the UK, you have to custom modify it, and I actually think it's illegal. I don't know if I should. I don't think. I know it's illegal. But it's a fantastic rack. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. Yakima Hangover 4. That's what I use.
Yeah, nice.
Free
yeah, definitely free ad. Did you? If Bryn Appleton, if you could have a bike with any colour/design, what would you choose?
Really topical for me right now.
Is it?
Because let me tell you, because I'm going to go real close to the mic for this.
All right.
Because let me tell you, I've got a new bike, and it's a dreamer, and there's not a part on it that I'm not stoked with. And if you head to my channel now, there's no.
There might. Depends when you listen to this. This is evergreen content.
That's true.
So if the year is anything over 2024,
yeah. If it's 2024 when you hear my voice go this close to the microphone, then there will be
the latest video.
Yeah, there will. I wish I could have it behind me, but I've just packed it in a bag. I'm going to Sicily with Deeks tomorrow at 4 a.m. And then we're going to get on the content farming. We're going to get on the content farming. We're going to get some stuff for you on my new bike. So 100%. It's on my channel now, on my Instagram now. Check it out. That's my dream bike. Davey, over to you. What's yours? I think I can see it behind you just now.
Yeah, it's a Jam. But I want to do a Jam. I actually was thinking about this. I've got 2 ideas for doing a custom bike. I want to do a Jeremy McGrath replica Chaparral Yamaha bike, because that would just look dope. But I also want to do a ride. I want to do a ride companion bike. Like our blue's sick. I want to do a sick blue with a white logo, and just do it as a ride companion bike. And maybe we can do that one day, and we can do something with it. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be rad. I actually need a ride companion logo on my bike, which has reminded me that I need to do the sticker design.
Yeah, sticker sheets coming soon. If you listen to this in 2024.
I should laugh. I'm sorry. I'm overwhelmed.
Okay. Right.
Drowning.
How many more? You choose.
Let's go. 2 more. 2 more. Is that fair?
Yeah, 2 more is fair. Okay, Clipstone. What happens to all the bikes when a rider changes sponsor?
Well, in my experience, I have to. I went for 13 years of my career giving every single bike and product back to my sponsor, and then it just depends on what you get contractually. So previously, I think on my first few years at Focus, I got 5 bikes, and at the end of each year, I could sell those 5 bikes. But that's reflected in your money amount, because obviously you got 5 bikes for sale at the end of the year. So it completely depends. I would say with a pro rider, I don't want to count myself out of some sales here. They're not necessarily the best bikes to go looking for. If you're looking for a bike to buy, it's just it will have done more miles, you know, and it would I remember buying a motocross bike when I was younger off a pro.
Yeah, not good buys.
And like now, obviously, I look back and I think, what were you thinking? But I was impressed.
Yeah, people used to show off about that. They'd be like, "Oh, I've got Carl Nunn's KTM 125, and it's like 2 laps around a track, and it's sea solid."
Have you ever listened to how those bikes get run? I mean, it's not quite what you like. We can't even make that happen on one of those bikes. Even in first gear, it'd be terrifying.
So
and
true.
I think the equivalent does happen in mountain biking. I think that, a World Cup downhill rider is going to push a bike to its limits, so I wouldn't necessarily buy him. I don't know. Who knows? No. What do you think?
Who knows? We've also got, when's Moi Moi making an appearance? That's a question. Sorry, forgot we were doing two. I'd love to get Jack Moyer on the podcast. Yeah, that'd
be really good.
Especially after he's just signed his YT deal, which I think is a pretty good fit for Jack Moyer, I think, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although, I've got a few things with it, but hey, as long as he's happy, that's great. But there's a few little niggles that I got with it. They seem to get rid of people pretty quick if they want to. And I hope it's a long-term deal. Yeah, they do, don't they? Like, you've seen they just literally shut the team down a few years ago. Just like, done.
Yeah.
People lost rides. So yeah, I hope it's a good deal for Jack. I think he fits there for sure. It gives off the right image. Where do you think Hayden Deegan finishes this weekend? We're going to think about the weekend and we're going to project our answer into the future. Hayden Deegan making his Supercross debut in Houston. I think it's Houston. What do you think? And actually, little edit. No, go on. You can say what you think, actually.
No, because you know more. I need more information. I need more information because you've...
There's not. I don't know more. I just think that it's interesting that he's making his debut and there's so much hype around it. It's such a lot of pressure for such a young kid. The fact that he's on the start line should be what we're celebrating.
Yeah,
the fact that he's made it this far and that
he's so right.
And I think people are going to be quick to hate on a kid that's coming in with that much heat and that much like media behind him.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure for a 16, 17-year-old guy that we should just be celebrating the fact that he's made it that far and that whatever happens, it doesn't matter because it in 5 years' time, it won't matter because he'll be at the top of the sport. The first race, who gives a fuck?
Do you remember seeing Cerullo's?
But I probably will podium.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing Cerullo's coming in? It was very, very similar. There were just such high hopes and so much pressure. And
it came with so much.
I hate to think of someone that age dealing with all of that. Or maybe it's the best thing ever, and maybe you can't be touched then because you're just completely oblivious to it. I don't know, but
maybe. Christian Craig talked about it on the latest Gypsy Tales is good. Another shout out for Jace just because he's doing such a great job talking about like how high his heart rate gets on the start. Yeah. His heart rate, he runs this crazy heart rate at like 210, which is so fucking high. He should be passing out, but he's always around 210, 215 in a main event.
Bloody hell.
Crazy, dude. Yeah, so I don't know.
Imagine running out.
I lined up at Sheffield Supercross once, and it was one of the scariest things ever. Just getting into just that stadium, right? Just into there and looking and just seeing the people was like so terrifying. It's not something I want to do again. Right, I don't think.
Ed, this is a note to Dougie. Can you put in a crowd noise at this point? So, who thinks we finally want to see the footage of Davey riding Sheffield Supercross? Thanks, Dougie. I want to see it. You got it?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I have it on video, but I'd need to somehow get it off video. Mate, it's so bad. Supercross for a guy who's never ridden a Supercross before, kitted out in black, trying to be like Metal Militia. It wasn't a good look.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's just ignore it. I think that's it. What do you reckon?
Mate, that's it. That's all. That's episode 83 of The Ride Companion. Next week, we're coming in hot with a guest.
Yeah, we are. Big news as well. Massive news. Biggest news in the industry since
my new bike check.
Since Olly's new bike check on YouTube right now. Here's a link at the end of the podcast. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you, as always, for sticking with us and sticking with this podcast. As you know, we're doing our best, and it's Friday night, and it's actually been a lot of fun. I was coming in with really low energy, but I've actually had a blast, mates, sitting and chatting with you. So thank you, everyone, for supporting this, whatever this thing is. Thank you. It's really appreciated. You go enjoy Sicily, and I'm going to enjoy...
Mate, get that shipping
Sheffield
container and head up to Scotland. Live your dreams, brother.
On that note, I'm out.
Peace.